So, welcome back to a new video of actually playing Star Citizen. More real-time gameplay, no cuts, nothing. Maybe a little cut at the start and the end, but that's only to like turn some stuff off and on. As you can see, it is a bit stuttery because it just started up. I have forgotten where I am. I think I'm at Riker? Or I'm at Bajini, one of the two, but I think I'm at Riker. Riker Memorial Spaceport, which is at Area 18 on ArcCorp. And I'm going to show some actual starting out with cargo hauling. Now, in a sense, it wouldn't be in a sense, it's not the best way of showing it because I have played before already. And I don't actually know where this way. It's like I have some money and stuff, but let's say you would just start and you only have like you've spent some money and you either bought an Avenger Titan or something which should have 8 storage, or you bought an Intrepid, which is an €85 starter pack, or you bought the Nomad starter pack, which is €101. The main difference is that the Intrepid only has 8 storage, so you can only do 1 card request at a time. But you could also transit platform. You could also get the Nomad, and the Nomad. Oh man, I missed a train. The Nomad will give you 24 slots of cargo, which will allow you to do 3 quests at once instead of just. Oh, I didn't miss it. Instead of just 1, as you can do with the Intrepid. Right now, I will show with the Intrepid because it is a good starting position for the game. The Intrepid has 8 SCU storage, so you could carry either 8 1 standard cargo unit boxes or 1 SCU, or you can carry 4 2 SCU boxes. That's just depending on what the game has to offer at that point. But the Avenger Titan in this case, with a game package, is €65. Let me check this out. €60 for the game pack. And you get it's at this moment of recording. It's not always there because they do change up the game packs for getting into it regularly. So the Nomad might also be gone at some point. The Intrepid should usually always be there because they do want to give some a little bit better introduction to the game. It's just every ship has its own benefit in a way, and many people say that the Aurora is a better starting choice if you want to spend only about 45 on the game. I personally went for the Mustang Alpha because I think it looks way cooler. It just looks really sick in my opinion. And that's what I like about it. Is this the airport? It is. Or airport. Excuse me. Hangars. So let's walk over there, and yes, there's random stutters every now and then because it has to load in the area. But on my PC with a Ryzen 9 5900X, 32 gigs of RAM, and a RX9070XT. Alright then. My RX9070XT has 16 gigs of VRAM, so that does help with it. Having 32 gigs of RAM at least is necessary. The game says it can be run at 16. No. It honestly, it can't. It's the same with having a 4 or 6 gigabyte GPU. You can maybe run it at the lowest graphical settings, but it won't look good and it won't play nice. Oh yeah, this happened.
Your insurance card has been set.
I pressed some wrong buttons earlier and I crashed the ship. That's my bad. So you can pay an expedited fee, and now it'll take 1 minute.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Let's see. Food's at 84, water's 100. Fully health, we can we can brave here safely. Okay. I just healed myself a bit. Okay, let's see how far. It's 30 seconds, so let's call an elevator. It's gonna take a few seconds. Now, elevators in this game are not loading screens. They are... uh-oh. I need to call the ship, actually.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieve. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been...
Now we have a hangar. So we go in. The elevators in this game, they're not loading screens. They're actually here. And they're not just... random thing. They're actual little rooms, like, going through the map in 3 dimensions to get to your hangar. Sometimes they travel kilometers far in game. Now, as you'll see, this is the Intrepid. This is an €85 package. Now, I don't know how to keep those wings up. I think that's... oh, that's VTOL mode, I think. But we'll see. This is the Intrepid. It's a cool ship. It has one very big gun. It's a size 4 Gatling gun, and it has... I think it has some missiles, apparently. It has a physicalized fuel door. Sadly, we cannot use it yet, but we'll use it. It can be used in the future. This ship also has 2 1x4 cargo sleds on either side, and you can enter them from the inside of the ship as well. Some nice little stutter because I just started up the game. It's a fresh game, didn't like start it up beforehand at all. We open it up, we go inside. On the left here, we have our habitat area, singular bed. We have storage for parcels or some trinkets, because you actually can do parcel running in this game. Gun rack, a smaller gun like SMG rack. This is for like LMG snipers. This is for pistols. Suit locker, which can also be a little prison if you would like, because you can only open it from the outside, so do not step in and close it, because you can do that. There's a bed. There's storage up here where you can put stuff into. Oh, come on. There's a bathroom with a toilet. And then there's me with no head, and as soon as I take my helmet off, you can see my face. There's a little bench with a little what do you call this shit? Table, that's the word. Table. Then there's fridge / microwave. That's all physicalized. You can't click anything here yet. There's a coffee maker in here. There's a fire extinguisher, because at some point you're going to need to extinguish fires. This is the cargo hold. You can enter them from the inside as well. If you want to be crazy, and like you can, because normally you'd only be able to put 8 SCU cargo in the ship. But what you could do is you have 4 here, stack another 2 here, another 2 here, and then 2 more there. Because then you can still get out, maybe 2 more there. That will make it 8 plus 4 is 12, 16, maybe 18 boxes you could fit in here if you want to test that out. I wouldn't trust that. You have this, physicalized parts. You can steal relays from people if they leave their ship open, and then it doesn't work anymore. In the future, not yet. There's that. Same on the other side. There's physicalized parts that you can take out. Here's a pilot seat, so let's get in there. And then what we're gonna do is figure out where we are. We're at area 18. Let's get up to Bajini. So press U for the power, press I for the engines.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking.
Then I don't
Systems
know actually
on.
what I forgot what VTOL button was. Was it K? Ah, it is VTOL. So K is to turn VTOL on. And this is when you can like float above the grounds. Oh, my landing gear's taking its time. Turn K off. They close back up. I haven't even seen it. It's really cool. The Intrepid, in my opinion, is a pretty cool looking ship. I quite like it. I also love the big gun in the front. Looks really cool. I like how it's asymmetrical, but also symmetrical. Like, I quite like this. I've been wanting to buy this. I was planning on buying it with real money, but then I realized it's still a starter ship, so why would I spend money on another starter ship if I can just make money in-game and buy it there? Because I got a small loan of $1 million from a friend of mine in-game, or just over $1 million to buy the Nomad in-game, but you could buy it as a game package, which would cost you €100. I bought it in-game for 1.6 million credits. That choice is up to you how you want to do it. Because I'm not telling you how much to spend. You could spend as low as €50 or as high as 1,200 as a starting budget. That is all up to you. So, as you can see, again, 0 loading screens. People hate on this game for no reason. There's a ship going over there. Don't know what it is, don't know who it is. But it's a ship. Let's go check it out. This is a Hull A? Hull C, maybe? I think it's one of the Hull ships, which is a very, very big cargo. There's a little ship going there. They're all players.
Shields off.
Now, we are still in atmosphere, so we cannot actually jump there yet. But at about 11 kilometers, we can go up there. That sounds really cool. Wow. Aw, why does it slow us down like that? But this does look really cool. I like the look of this ship. I'm happy about it in game. So let's pull in.
Quantum travel.
And we're there. No loading screens.
Quantum travel complete.
Like Starfield, where it's just a loading screen. There's a player. Commander Pops. Might be someone's dad.
Shields on.
Turn quantum off. N to request a hangar. Wait for it. It's loaded in. Sometimes this can take a little bit. Longest I've had to wait was it said 300,000 seconds, which is just an estimation. Usually it takes less than 2 minutes. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, but it just depends how full the server is. Now, luckily I live in Europe, so servers here aren't. Oh god, servers here aren't that busy, which I'm happy about. So just slow down. We turn around. We lower our landing gear. By pressing N, and we make our way into our little hangar. Oh god. Now we turn our ship around because the cargo elevator is back there. We go down. We go out of our seat. You can leave the entire ship on if you want. I usually turn the engines off. I just forgot, I think, though. But you can usually leave them on if you would like. Just make sure you don't leave them on when you're leaving your ship on the planet, because somebody might want to steal your ship. So, always, and I mean always, close your door on a planet. In here, it's usually okay, but there might be people trying to sneak in, because they can just EVA on the platform, run up, take a ladder up here, and then steal it when you're not paying attention. They can do that. Now, let's accept a little quest. Contracts. Small grade. This is 10, that's too much. This is 11, that's too much. This is 9, that's too much. Why is there only so few of them? Uh-oh. Okay, let's just go up. This is 6. We can easily do this. That's the 2 areas, that's boring. Usually this, by Genie to Riker, that's the nicest. Because you can just constantly do this exact same run, make 50k at a time. Let's just accept this one. Accept offer. Let's accept it. We'll leave this. Go into the cargo elevator. We see our quest here. Send the elevator down. We wait for it to transfer. Once here, select it. And what does that say? 9. We'll figure it out. You move it up. Out of here. You press, in my case, 2, 4. That is 9. That is a bit of a problem, but we'll figure it out. We lower the sleds. Move it over here. And these sleds are a bit finicky because they gotta be straight, so you put that one in there. This one in here. Next one. I love how there's now a bug going on where, oh, if you hold R, you can change the rotation of stuff. I love how there's a bug that says it's 6 boxes and it turns out to be 9, when you can only carry 8. Normally you'd have to do 2 runs. I am refusing to do so. So I'm gonna do something that I might gonna regret. But we'll figure that out. So we'll get in. is already not happy with what I'm doing. Oh god. Okay. The game is really not enjoying what I'm doing. Okay, so we just leave that one there. That's not what I meant. Perfect. Then we go back to what we were doing. Lock that in there. Because this is all made with grids, so it doesn't actually, you don't have to manually load it like that. You have to manually load it, but you don't have to manually align it. Oh, I've missed the elevator. Now, yes, the Intrepid might not have the nicest layouts with cargo, because the slits are not fun, in my opinion. The Nomad is so much nicer for this. But then again, the Nomad is a €100 package, or a €110 ship, if you want to buy it separate, I believe. So you could dish out that money if you would like. You could also just start with an Avenger Titan at 65, which has also 8 SEU. I just don't know how that one's laid out. You could start with this if you would like a cooler, bigger ship. Then you have 8 SEU for €85. And then you could also work your way up to, if you have the money, buy just the Nomad outright, or go even bigger if you would like. That's all up to you. Now, I am hoping that's gonna be okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get in. Go back. Then we take off. Request the hangar door. Wait for it to open up. Now this ship is a bit wider, so you might want to wait for the actual door to fully open. You just go out. And make your way to your drop-off point, which means over there.
Shields off.
No, it says I'm too close, which I don't think I am. Apparently it says so. So again, we're flying manually. I hate that it happens, but it does happen. Happen. Now at least we are traveling at quite a high speed, so that is a bit nicer. And then this takes a little while, I must say. So what I usually do then is just put some extra in there to have the engines cool down better and such, because you're not using shields in navigational speed. What we can also do is press Alt-C, then we're in cruise control, and now you can just let it go of your hand, do whatever, send a text, send an email, do some work, whatever. You can take a leak, you can grab a drink, let your dog out, let your dog back in, grab a package, anything. You have a minute or two or three, I think. If you're a bit quick, you should be able to do this easily. Now yes, flying does take a little while. I wish I could get out of the pilot seat in cruise control, but sadly I don't think I can. Because I tried it earlier this week, I think it was yesterday or the day before, when I recorded and it failed sadly. And the ship just stopped. I'm not seeing any sparks come from my ship, so I think the box in the back is still fine. We'll figure it out as soon as we've landed over there. Now I will aim up a bit, because otherwise we're going into orbit too fast, and then we'll slow down. We want to go as far as possible, as long as possible, because we should be over at that green blinking light. That's usually, if you're flying like this, that's your indication that there's a landing spot right there. That's where I'm going right now. Now I'm staying up like this because at about 11 kilometers height, you get into atmosphere and you slow down heavily. We don't want that. Pardon me, my God. Uh-oh. Don't go down too fast because you'll black out like that. We don't want to black out, do we? Now, as you can see, normally your top speed is 1225. The lower we go, the less the top speed is. You can hardly see it on the bottom left there. Oh god, no, not now. Oh, stutters. But yeah, our max speed is lowering at this moment because we are in atmosphere and it's getting denser and denser. There's a player right there. Oh, that's a big ship. I wonder what that is. We can request a hangar. Got a small hangar over there. Now we're at 5 kilometers, so we can turn quantum off and navigation speeds. We can just fly here at 226. It's going fast enough as well. Slow down a bit. We're going to try the VTOL mode. See if that limits our speed. Not really. Looks cool. Slow down.
Alert. Alert.
Lower landing gear.
Alert. Landing gear down.
I don't know what the alert's for, but... Now we just spin this around. Should be good. Settle down. Better. Go to the cockpit, turn our engines off, get out of the seat. Let's check on the box first, let's see if it moved. So, not sure if you could stack 2 of them. Do want to try that now, however. Uh-oh. No, you cannot stack them, sadly. But as you can see, you can put two there, one here, maybe one here if you want to go crazy. That would make it 4 extra boxes, putting you up at 12 storage. If you want to do it, be my guest. Oh, please go. Screw this up. Nope, fixed it. Put you back in your little spot over there. Open you. Open you. Go out here. Grab our multi-tool. If you have a pyro multi-tool, that's nice. It'll be on button 5. Otherwise, if you'll have a max lift, that'll be on one of your main weapon slots. Got mine. There we go. That'll be on one of your main weapon slots, so either button 1 or button 2 on your keyboard. Or number 1 or number 2. You drag them all out here. You put them over there. Put them on their little bed. Come on. Here you go. Nice. Put it out there. Grab this one. This one. Uh-oh. Sometimes these boxes aren't the happiest. Put that there. Grab the next one. Okay. Put that there. Second to last. I don't know why it's doing this, but okay. Paste that there, and then we go inside. Wait. Put that there, crouch to get back out. We grab it, drag it over to its little spot, plop it on there, go in here, send it down. 9 out of 9. Contract orders, they're completed. You click confirm, it's going down. You can just escape, go out of this. Elevator doesn't work. And it says objective completed. And if you now look at your money, I've added 50k because I was just under 1 million. Or 2 million. And now I'm back up to just over 2 million. You can close the sleds. And then you can go about your day. You can keep doing this. Sadly, I don't think there's a loop run going from Riker to Bagini and Bagini to Riker. I think that used to be here, but I haven't seen it in a while. Bagini, 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 Shubin, Bagini, Seraphim, Everest, Seraphim, Port Tressler, Seraphim, Bagini, Bagini, Pathway, or Lively Pathway, Wide Forest, Faint Glen, Lively Pathway, Bagini, 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 Wide Forest, Bagini, Lively Pathway, Bagini, and Bagini. There's nothing that goes back to Riker, sadly. Which, if that was there, it would have been lovely. Sadly, it's not there. So with that, I have showed a pure, unedited run of doing cargo, even with my massive lag stutter. And I will record more videos more often, show off some more stuff. If there's any requests, please let me know, and then I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day, and bye-bye.